Today, from St. Louis, Missouri, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's St. Louis taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, He finished each and every run.
On play action, it's Murray. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. First down, Murray. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So here come the Ravens for their first look on offense. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll run on first down. It's Gardner, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Switch.
Now a give, right side. Gardner, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On third down, Franklin. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 49. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now here's a carry heading left. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
58 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Pushing through the contact. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw is Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Off play action. Franklin.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Henry Ruggs,
94 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Murray.
Looking sideline, there's Pittman.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Shotgun now from Murray. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now they'll run on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops.
Take the points, baby. Take the points.
With a tasty dish, stuffing that first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights.
I hate playing Kyler.
Take a 10-point lead.
It's like that?
Yeah, and also I turned it over twice. I threw 2 picks.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense.
Can't wait to kick it next weekend, bro.
Can't wait to kick it next weekend, bro. What you doing Saturday?
So I have all this supposed to have a 2-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
I said I'm
Measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division.
Henry Ruggs is my preference on this.
So this game
Oh, it's done.
vacation hashtag and I will pull up every bitch
I
here.
want to stand on a couch with
And-
some bottle girls and sparklers.
Yeah.
On me.
I would stand on the couch with some bottle girls and
And
sparklers.
slightly smiling face.
Actually can see bitches that's in his vicinity.
Let this go
He
deep
was
for
like, he was
Ruggs.
DMing me.
It got his
Sometimes
man
he
complete.
says, my shit works because I got a lot of followers. So appreciate when you like, who's this nigga with the 100,000 followers?
His
Let me
second
follow.
TD of the game and 16th
I
on
see
the
this bitch
season.
hard.
And the Raiders
Zoom,
will
zoom.
show off their quick strike ability.
Too much.
A nice throw
Then
there.
when
Hi,
Obi told me
David.
what's up, we was, I think we was
that was the kind of
Oh, David's in here. David, what's up, bro?
Your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
What's good on the extra point?
Hello, Judrick's lightly smiling face and Bori.
King David, what's up, bro?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back.
Running my game now too. Chillin' today.
Found the end zone twice, and now
J Mark, yo, running back is going crazy. That's the thing. McKelvey, B. McKelvey is going crazy. Kyler ain't even going crazy.
Keep him out for a third time. How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Murray's throw complete here to commit. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. To throw, it's Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep...
Dog, Joey Bosa is getting held and just stops fucking running the play, period. And I'm controlling him.
Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 33. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Franklin eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Franklin. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Kill.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Franklin. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Other people do it.
Dropping dimes.
40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each
That was a dime.
trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Yeah. You don't want none. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going
to throw on third down. Franklin. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's taken down at the 7th after a gain of 7. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On 2nd down, it's Gardner, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing again, Murray. Wide open receiver, complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Murray now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Clark. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coach.
Drilled it.
Our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
Yeah, I knew that shit was going to happen when I missed that fucking extra point. And then I fell down on the pass rush on one play. Fucking Kyler. He showed his ass that drive, but niggas got to play defense.
They've got to have. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head one state over to check on the Indianapolis Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. In that matchup, all even in their battle with the Chicago Bears.
Saturday, me and some of my Lufkin friends have an Airbnb. I will be out of pocket. Think I'ma switch my flight to Thursday.
Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The drive starts with a completion left side. It'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw on second down. Franklin flushed out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now a play fake here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. That's complete right side to Komet. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Throwing now is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a... Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Murray now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Burke. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Murray to air it out again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
I don't know what college saw. He fucked that up, though.
As they get it up to the 43-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9
you
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Franklin. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Looking to throw. Franklin got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Looks like Kyler didn't study the playbook as management requested.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Murray now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought.
Booth review.
No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now.
CPU stank.
They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals.
I wasn't paying attention, I think. Shit, right now.
Conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
They ran a toss on the goal line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lockhart. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown
Was he in?
season. And now the
Was he in?
Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly.
No, he was not.
The timing between
One. No. Booth, help me out.
Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps.
And they're going for 2. But they're not in anyway.
Boom, put his foot in the ground and got it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Challenge.
I can't challenge it. It's a scoring play. It got to come from the booth. No. 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 Yes, sir.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay.
Good job,
Maybe
Luke.
1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
On replay you would saw the stutter step in bounds.
Because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive. Franklin escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd down. Franklin. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside.
That's just for J Mark's stats.
A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Are you copying my style? Sure seems like it.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's taken down inside the 30. To the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Gardner. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it.
Pick six.
You have to be careful about where you're
you a hater.
You're just coming from all angles.
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Look like I'm finna run it up on these niggas, finna walk in the end zone and fuck around and get a pick six and end the game. Yeah. I can't switch that.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to the running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air is out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Oh, let me outside.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. back to throw. Franklin. Throwing for his running back.
Oh, break the tackle, bro.
Brought down here at the 3-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Franklin. Touchdown. That's called.
Buckets, McGee.
Great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
Wow.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Oh, good pitch.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Clark. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they'll run on the
good tackle.
And he won't be close to a first
Yeah,
down.
cut.
Runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Damn.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Yes, sir.
And that is no good.
And
this score will stay right where it is.
Shit. And go home with a dub.
And that one just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Drake.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down. Franklin. He finds his man complete. That's Gardner. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Franklin. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And
I do, but right now I feel like I'm just like feeling myself with my quarterback. Honestly, yeah, I just like my quarterback right now. This nigga in the 2nd year, but he won like I won a Super Bowl. I won a Super Bowl with this nigga, and he won like offensive rookie. You know what I'm saying? I feel pretty comfortable with him. Yeah, let's go. Get out of there. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with him. But yeah, normally I'd be pretty balanced. I just today.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So good starting field position for him here as they
see,
come
but they
up
just be doing silly shit. Like, it ain't no way that he can run with him. So, yeah, I could fuck around and just score.
Happy to see him again in the last dance, slightly smiling face.
Yeah, he's open and he's open.
Oh, he's got a man wide.
Oh, don't get tackled.
And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. Step aside.
It's probably.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Drawed out.
Drake.
Good pressure defensively to stop him for the loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
Oh, it's the girls.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down at 4.
Man, it should be easy.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the give, this is their fullback. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Back to throw. Franklin.
Oh, I threw it to the wrong person. R1 is running free.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it
Got
out.
it. Yes, sir.
Murray cannot get away. They drag it down to the end zone for 2 points. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Fielded at about the 28. And now here come the Ravens. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. And again this time to the tailback. Oh, nice move. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Gardner. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Franklin. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Henry Ruggs. 56 yards. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Takes it at the 7. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray is going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that nearly
one more. Good shot.
Boy, for a guy
I think I'm
going for
punting.
his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And take it right at the 35. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.